This story I'm about to talk about, it comes out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Now, I'm going to try my best not to just go on, and I'm going to try my best not to go to Texas to get to Atlanta. But before I start the story that you came to watch, let me just refresh a lot of people's memories about something, okay? Telvin Osborne. He said, "I'd rather sleep with a dog than a black woman." And I also believe he added, and it had to be a white dog. Now, he said all this and a whole bunch of more stuff too, okay? But his girlfriend, Hannah Cobb, she would shoot and kill him. If my memory serves me correctly, I believe they were at a club the night before because there were pictures up, and she started to clean her handgun, and it accidentally killed her man. They were both arguing and drunk, the club life, and he ended up dying. A grand jury chose not to charge her, all right? Christian Abumsili. He said black girls are known. They are born to shake their ass, really. That's what he says. Black girls are born shaking their ass. Me, I don't care. They not my type. So his type was an OnlyFans model by the name of Courtney Clinny. Now, I remember I seen it on a documentary right here on YouTube where the way she treated him, okay, I don't even want to use the words she treated him like a dog, because I've had dogs all my life. I have one right now, and I treat my dogs like they're my kids, okay? I really do. So I don't like that saying, and if you are a pet lover, you do not like that saying. She treated him like shit, okay? Like a piece of fucking shit. The way she treated him, the way she talked to him, and he just looked stupid getting around there. She ended up stabbing him to death. Now, she surprisingly, because I haven't really looked into this, she's been in jail since August 2022. She has been fighting to get a bond hearing. She had one earlier this month. I think it was November 5th. I don't know if they gave her that, if they let her out or whatever, or gave her an amount of money to get out. I'm not sure. But I know her trial starts next year, 2026. So we'll see what comes down with that. Now, I said all this because a lot of men, and I seen it, they're coming for Stasy because she had said some ill comments about black men. She did. She talked about how she wanted one. It was time to get one. And I did see a comment where she said, "No niggas, Niggas over here." And, just stupid shit. It's stupid. And she even said something about older black women. And I guess she would probably... I'm an older black woman. I'm old enough to be Stacy's mom. So, she said that older black women were miserable. And I'm like, Stacy, if I could talk to Stacy, I can't. But if I could talk to Stacy, I would say, Stacy, all older black women are not miserable. Miserable about what? I mean, there's young people that are miserable. Miserable is a situation that you put yourself in. And I am not miserable at all. So that was kind of weird. I didn't see too many of her posts. Didn't really care to see it. But so Stasy, I think, as the kids would say, clout. She said a lot of this mess for clout. And she probably felt like it. She probably felt like this a lot. I guess she thought that, maybe they're miserable about her. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's what she said. Now, Stasy Janae Charles, 23 years old, okay? Stasy, a very, very pretty young lady. Very. She had a lot to learn. She had a lot of growing up to do. She's a Haitian American woman who was dating a man, Stephen Heinrich Jr., 28 years old, both of them very young, who had a violent past. He currently had 6 restraining orders filed against him by former partner Stasy. Did you talk to Stephen about past relationships? That's something that I believe people do when they first meet each other. They ask, so, hey, how'd you and your last girlfriend, break up or whatever? I ask things like that because we want to know if that's going to be our situation. Because 10 out of 10 times, okay? No, seriously, when we ask about these relationships, we need to know. Because we don't want to be in that same situation, especially if we feel we might want to take the next step with this guy and try to start a relationship. I don't want to waste my time. So I don't know if she and Steve, I don't know if they spoke about the situation. So on November 5th, there was a physical situation with them where he had assaulted her and he was arrested. He posted $2,500 bail. Less than 24 hours later, he was probably already out harassing her. Now, Stacy's order, of course it wasn't going to protect her. These orders hardly never protect. I hate to say it, but it's stuff you have to do when you get that order in. And one day I think, hopefully, women that are being in abusive situations, and I say it too in a lot of videos I'll do, there's steps you have to take to get away from these men. It's definitely steps, okay? So again, I wonder, did she know about Steven's prior relationships and that something was very wrong with Steven? Court records show on October 6, 2025, he was not allowed to go near her work or school. He'd been beating her up within that year, so I don't know how long they've been together. Were they just together that year? And he had been beating her up. This is what it says in the court documents. Steven also had access to a fake telephone number. There's plenty of apps where you can get one, where he put her friends, family, employees all in a chat group and displayed inappropriate pictures of her. So not only was he violent, he was petty. Now, according to police reports, Steven showed up at her residence in the wee hours of the morning. He rammed his car into hers, dragged her out repeatedly, stabbed her, and he fled. He crashed his car intentionally into another car, then he set himself on fire. Paramedics arrived to a stabbing on Old Hammond Highway, where Stasy was found severely stabbed. She was taken to a local hospital where she was pronounced dead. Steven was also dead as well. Now, I'm going to tell you guys how I feel about relationships very quickly. Stabbing on Old Hammond Highway, where Stasy was found severely stabbed. She was taken to a local hospital where she was pronounced dead. Steven was also dead as well. Now, I'm going to tell you guys how I feel about relationships very quickly. Now, I'm going to use the black man and the white woman, okay? Because that seems to be the ones I see a lot. Maybe it's because they want to be seen. I'm so serious. I feel, and this is just my feelings. It's my feelings. It's how I feel about the situation. It's what I think. And you can agree to disagree with me, and if you want to leave a comment about that, it's cool. And I leave people's comments as long as it's respectful. I mean, people sometimes act like they don't know how to talk to other people. That's another story, okay? But I'm going to focus on the black man and the white woman, all right? So I feel, okay, that you as a black man, you are not happy in your present situation. That's how I feel. Because a black man will be speaking. I don't know if he has a white girlfriend with him, or is he trying to get one? Is this his way of reeling in one? I don't know. But he'll get up there and he'll say, "Oh, you black bitches, I'm so tired of you guys. Comb your hair." Or something stupid like that. Or he'll talk about, I guess, the texture of her hair. Or he'll talk about the fact that she wears, wigs and weaves. And I love it now because in comments, I see Asian women, white women, Latinas. They say, hey, we wear wigs and weaves too. And these guys know that. They know that. But they just want to, focus everything on the black woman. I don't know why they do that. I don't. It's stupid, and I don't know why they do it. But they do it. That's why I think you're not happy in your present situation. Aren't you supposed to be loving on your woman, making sure she's happy? You guys are supposed to be building your future together. You shouldn't have time to be on the internet talking about the females in your own race. It just does not make any sense to me. It just doesn't. It really, really doesn't. I don't get it at all. And we see that a lot, and we're going to continue seeing it. I don't think, again, black men are happy when you're doing that. I don't. Now, I myself have been in interracial relationships. I never had got on social media and said, you know what, black guys, your mama's boys, your feet stink. I never have said anything stupid like that. Okay? Because I don't just try to find a specific race to date. I dated when I was dating. I'm not dating anymore. But when I was dating, I dated who I wanted to date. You see how that works? I didn't go for a person's complexion, person's skin color. And I know people do that. And then you wonder why you don't find happiness. You wonder why there's no happiness there. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Life is short. When you're 22, 23, you probably think, oh God, you have so long. Life, believe it or not, is very short, okay? It is. And now with what is going on in the world, it gets shorter and shorter by the day. We used to think we're going to die of old age. Now we don't know what the fuck we're going to die. And don't you want somebody with you that you know loves you for you? If I'm a white woman and the black guy I'm with, I want him to want to be with me because he likes me. He wants to build a future with me, not because he wants to get back at black women that may not have gave him a try or a chance, or he's just feeling salty about something that only he knows. Don't you want that? I mean, really, really. If I dated several white men, I dated more Spanish guys, even dated one Asian guy. Ooh, that's a whole nother video. Ooh, child, that's a whole nother video. But I never said anything crazy about a black man. My dad's black. My brothers are black. My uncles are black. My cousins are black. My son's black. Never said anything. It just didn't make any sense to me. Now, I will say something about a specific person if I'm talking to, another race. Well, let me tell you how it went with this dude here. I'll talk about that person. But it just doesn't make sense. But it's something that us as women, we have to, when we see this person, don't waste your time. Okay? Don't waste your time if people are with you for reasons. It's just, and again, you wonder why you're not happy. Because look at what you set out to look for. This is why you are not happy. It is. I'm okay with interracial relationships if, you're not doing it just for attention. Because that's what I see a lot. But it's not even, too much the interracial, but that's what we're talking about right now. But relationships that are on social media, sometimes it's just for props and pawns and yeah. But right now, again, we're just talking about, the interracial situation. So this black woman, she talked bad about, it seems, black women too, but a lot of black men were coming at her and saying, yeah, this is what you get, yada, yada. You shouldn't have did that, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of people say they were wrong to do that. This is social media. People are going to do and say what the hell they want. And, just like I'm sure when these two men in the beginning of the video I spoke about, I'm pretty sure there was black women that said, well, that's what you wanted. That's what you wanted. That's what you got. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the story of Stasy Charles. She will not see the new year because she got with a very troubled white man, and he ends up not only ending her life but his as well. And it's sad. It's very sad. 2 young people gone for only reasons that One of them, no, right? All right. Thank you.